Hey projectors, welcome back to Project Finance, and today's video we can go over week 9, 10, and 11 of the Dividend Challenge. If you guys are new to the channel, the Dividend Challenge is where I invest $200 every week into my account, no matter how good or bad the market is. Right now we're using M1 Finance as our portfolio, and we're gonna get to Robinhood and Webull probably next week. I have everything set up already, I just can't show it in this video because this video is gonna be pretty long already. I had to go over week 9, 10, and 11 since I didn't cover it for the last 2 weeks. I had a big submittal last week for my main job, so it was really hectic last 2 weeks, so I do apologize for not making a video for last week's. But the portfolio still gets deposited $200 every week, it's automatic, so you'll see that I still invested the $200 every week. So I'm gonna show you guys the last 2 weeks and this week's activity and how it's been going overall. Any new news? This week, I think on Sunday, California closed down again. Everything's back to what it was before they opened up anything. Unfortunately, our cases just keep going up. People aren't wearing masks and following protocol, and I guess that's just what happens. It's really unfortunate. A lot of small businesses were planning to open back up full function. They hire all their staff back, and then with close back down. I'm not sure how other states are doing, but in California, that's what happened. Governor Newsom just sent out a notice that like almost all the counties in California had to shut down. I think it was most counties, except for like the ones that are like super rural, that they don't have to shut down. But yeah, it's really unfortunate. I expected the cases to go back even higher because July 4th was about a week and a half ago. So it takes about 2 weeks for the virus to kind of hit you. So we'll definitely see the cases go up due to July 4th. People weren't following protocol. They were hanging out in large gatherings. I know like my neighbors were all like shooting fireworks and like having a blast in like the block party over here. I wouldn't say people are ignorant, but they kind of let their guard down due to the government kind of relaxing the laws. So people kind of just didn't care as much, or they thought it was kind of okay. But it's the same virus as it was back in February. You know, nothing changed. We don't have vaccine. We don't have any, thing to stop this virus. That's pretty much all the news for the coronavirus in California. Like I said, I don't know how it is in other states. Some states are really bad. Like Florida is like super bad right now. I think New York's kind of cooling down. Overall, how it affects the market, I'm not sure because it's not technically the second wave. They said the second wave is going to be kind of similar to the first wave, but it's not really that extreme yet. So I don't think it'll hurt that market as much. But I guess we'll see today. Tesla hit like 1700 yesterday. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. It hit 1500 on Friday, and then it jumped on Monday to 1700 and kind of cooled back down to 1500 today. But that's crazy that Tesla was like at 900, 800 pre-quarantine, and then it dropped down to like 600 in like March when like quarantine started happening. Right now it's like almost triple if you bought it back in March. It's kind of crazy how well Tesla's doing. And then I think they're also going to be in S&P 500, and a lot of things in S&P 500 are falling off because of coronavirus. They just can't maintain their status anymore. Another crazy stock is Amazon. They're like 3,200 now. It's crazy that like before pre-quarantine I think it's about 1,900. So like these work from home stocks or like these digital stocks are just going crazy, while the retail and restaurants are going down. A lot of restaurants going bankrupt. I think Wendy's just filed bankruptcy. No one's safe in coronavirus. I think a lot of buffets are going to start closing down soon. They just can't pull in the numbers that they were pre-coronavirus. And I don't think they can even open indoor dining just because of how you serve the food. I think they have to have someone to serve it to them. So just like the whole idea of buffets is just going to be not a thing anymore. I don't even think it's going to be a thing after vaccine, just because people are going to be more aware of germs, and they're not going to like want to eat there as much as before. But that's enough of me rambling about the news. Let's just jump right into it. I haven't seen my portfolio in 3 weeks, so we'll see how it is. I was so curious, like every week that I was making this video, like I was so curious what my account would be if it's up or down. I can only tell by like looking at other stuff I have and see how the market is overall. But yeah, let's see, 2 weeks left throughout. No, I'm cool. I don't want to join. 13,070. Is that up or down? I don't remember where I was at before. Let me check where I was at before. On the 29th, I was at $12,357, and I went up about $150. I ended the week at $12,497. I started the next following week, so we subtract 200 from that because deposit is in there too. 12,600, so about $100 more right there. And I kind of did post July 4th week, and ends at July 10th. That's the end of the week, so at $12,775. The total down about not too much, about $90, not too bad. And this week we started at $12,931. We are up $70 today, just today, I believe. Actually, no, we're up $152 this today. Not bad. So let's go over our total portfolio here. We're at $13,070.84, up a total $885.57. That's a 8.59% in return. It's funny because I should have watched the last video where I was at, and my reaction was like, I don't know what this number is. So, is this good or bad? But $885 is not bad. I believe last week was 2 weeks ago was 600. So let's go over these pies here. I might be changing some of these pies ratios. I'm not too happy of how my growing pie is doing. I can kind of see here already that I might be changing it, but we'll talk about it when we get in there to growing pie. But let's go over aggressive ETF pie. So aggressive ETF pie is up $579.28, up a total 11.35%. Let's go inside. Everything's positive. Even the SHY, which has been doing really bad, is positive. Treasury bonds, yeah, I might just take this up to 1% because it's like Treasury bonds isn't gonna do well anytime soon. Yeah, I might drop that to 1%. And I like I said in my first video I ever made, I just want to keep a percentage in there just to keep track of it, how it's doing overall. S&P 500 isn't doing too bad. We're up $244.51, up 11.97%. I guess market is doing well overall, if that's doing well. REIT has been doing okay. I think the highest ever was like 10%, and now it's at 6.9, kind of leveling off. Mortgage rates is like all-time low. Every week I keep checking. It's going down and down and down. Another reason why I didn't make a video is because I'm refinancing my house, and it took like a lot of paperwork that I had to do. I'm refinancing my current house I'm living in right now. We had a 3.625% interest rate, and we're dropping it down to 2.75, which is insane, almost a whole percent. It's kind of sad because I refinanced back in September of 2019 to 3.625. We're at 4.25 when I first bought the house back in 2017. So at that one, I got 3.625. I was like, oh my God, it's a deal. I got to do it. So it paid my closing cost about like $6,000. So I kind of threw that away because I'm refinancing at 2.75. With the slight closing cost, we kind of negotiated that out. But if you were to do it today, if I was to just like refinance starting today, I would do 2.75 with no closing costs. That's what the offer is right now, which is kind of sad. I started my paperwork in 2 weeks ago, which is like around the same time I was making my last video. So yeah, it was like kind of hectic the last 2 weeks. I had to do like my project and the refinance, and I'm making this new computer for my friend, and it was like a lot of things were going on. So I'm sorry again, I couldn't make a video for the last 2 weeks. But yeah, that's enough of my excuses. Let's move along. VWO emerging markets up 21.67%. That's crazy. I think 2 weeks ago it was at 5% only. Let me double check here. Let me go inside. Yeah, it jumped 2 weeks ago, the 29th. 29th. Yeah, right here. It was at $39 and it jumped up to 43. It's about $4 difference, almost 10%. Yeah, it's crazy. Who would have thought? Emerging markets. So that's a big change that I didn't expect coming. VA is also doing pretty well at 14.35%, up a total of $107.97. That's developed markets. Yeah, pretty good. I'm happy. So I might be shifting over SHY to REITs. Yeah, I think REITs are doing really well. So if we look at some ETF pie, let's go back and look at the dividend hunting pie. We're up a total of $270.54, up 10.61%. Let's go inside. Everything's up. That's really good. Yeah, AGNC isn't the front runner anymore. It's GOF. I'm up 14.51%, up $95.90. I actually have 100 shares of this on my Robinhood. I might sell it off just because I'm trying to simplify my portfolio. It shouldn't be at two places. But the dividend on this is just so good. I have 90 shares on Robinhood. You can see here on the camera, I got about 15 bucks every week just for holding the 16 bucks actually, just for holding the stock. So I think it's more than I would have on M1 Finance. M1 Finance have 46 shares. So, you know, I don't know if I want to get rid of that on Robinhood, but, you know, I did say I want to simplify my portfolio. One stock of one item on one platform. I don't want the same stock on 3 different platforms just because it's kind of dumb. Doesn't average the cost in any way. So, yeah, I might be selling the one on Robinhood, but just it's kind of hard just because I'm making so much money every month guaranteed on the account. So, yeah, I'll think about it though. So it's definitely a dividend hunting pie. Let's go to the last pie, which is growing pie. We're up $35.75, up a total of 1.34%. For a growing pie, that's really sad. Let's see what's going on here, man. Yeah, it's a lot of negatives, man. It's not good. My Starbucks is not doing well. I'm actually kind of sad it's not doing well. I also think on my Webull account, my Starbucks is not doing that well. I might just sell my losses and probably invest in something more advantageous like Adobe or DocuSign. I bought some DocuSign on my Robinhood. It's doing really, really well. Up like 25% on it. It's insane, DocuSign. My sell is all off and change this pie to a work from home pie, which is like DocuSign, Adobe, Chegg, Zoom, you know, all those stuff that people are using to work from home. Those stocks are like insane right now, and they're only gonna go up as long as we're in quarantine and not gonna go back to school anytime soon. And it seems like Trump's gonna reject the idea that we can go back to school. So if that's the case, things like Zoom and all those educational programs like Chegg are gonna go up. So I think right now is a really good time to invest in it because schools go back in about 2 months. So it should be at a pretty reasonable price right now. And then when school starts, it's gonna jump again. Just like when the universities all closed down and all the schools closed down, and quarter one just like did insanely well for all those stock markets. So I think if you invested it now and then quarter three when it finishes, it's gonna be really, really crazy. It's gonna jump in price. But yeah, all these stocks are not doing well in my opinion. I might keep Waste Management because it's a utility that everyone uses, but everything else I think it's gotta go. AT&T is one of the ones that I always boast about, so I might keep that one just because it's also another utility that does really well. But it's up 2.4%. It's not too bad, but I can invest in something that's way better than that. But everything else I think it's gonna go. And I mean, I'm not selling at too much of a loss. It's about $24 of loss. Not too bad. If it's not making dividends for you, you should kind of shuffle your portfolio around. And this is about 1,200. Yeah, about 1,200. Not too bad, not too much. But yeah, that's it for the growing pies. Let's go to our activity. I've been getting a lot of emails about my activity because, you know, I've been getting a lot of dividends apparently. We last left off at June 29th. So we got a bunch of dividends on week 9. So we got $3.89 from BlackRock, $8.11 from GOF, $2.89 from VNQ, which is the REITs, the real estate one, $2.01 from VB, a small capital ETF, and then $12.23 for VOO. Not too bad. And then the deposit for week 10 is right here. Bought some more shares, and then I got $2.18 from LQD, and then 22 cents from SHY, the one that might be changing to 1%. Got $4.44 from GSK, and then $14.36 from AGNC. And this is week 11, which is $200 deposit. I wonder what those ADR pass-through fee is. I've never seen that before. I'll look that up and let you guys know. 7 cents. Let's look at the holdings. Look at the unrealized gains. Look at the highest percentage. The highest one is emerging markets VWO at 18.99%, $52.77. Second place is VOO, which is 9.82%, up $232.27. And third place is VB at 9.8%, $86.41. Not too bad. Let's look at the bottom three. Yeah, bottom three, Starbucks. Starbucks was not doing too bad, and now it's like down there at the bottom. It's down 3.79%, down $12.63. Second place is GSK, down 2.26%, total of $11.50. In third place is Exxon at 2.79%, down total of $9.64. I mean, in hindsight, they still not down like hundreds of dollars on each of the stocks. On Robinhood account, I'm down like $100, $200 on one stock. It's just crazy. I'll show you guys that next week. I'm not sure, was this maintenance requirement always here? I'll check that out too. I'll let you guys know what these two are. Maintenance requirements and the ADR pass-through fee. I've never seen that before. And that's gonna wrap up today's video of week 11 of the Dividend Challenge. Let me know down below how you guys have been doing, if your stock's been doing okay. And sorry again, I didn't make videos the last 2 weeks. Everything's been crazy. I had to file my taxes due tomorrow. I just finished it last night, and that's no excuse. I'll be more consistent. And lastly, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, like this content, and ring notification for more new updates. And I'll see you guys next one. Bye.